Thokozeni Bagwantu. I hope everybody's doing well this Sunday. I had a message that came through earlier on today. I thought I'd pass it on as we go into this new week. And the message is this. This message is particularly for those who are ancestrally gifted. If you are ancestrally gifted, 100% that your children are ancestrally gifted. Your children are ancestrally gifted. Therefore, it becomes very important for you to take care and start to observe your children. However, you are not going to be able to help your children if you are running away from your own calling. Running into the church, hiding behind his tunya, is not going to assist your children. On the contrary, if you are one of those parents who is hiding in the church because you have told yourself that you will only use water to heal, then the spiritual or ancestral gifts on your children are going to manifest very early. In other words, if you have an 8-year-old, if you have a 9-year-old, if you have a 7 or a 5 or a 3-year-old, believe me, those ancestral gifts are going to start manifesting sooner than they should on these children because you are running away from taking your responsibility. That's not me saying that. Umoya. Therefore, I am here to urge all parents who are ancestrally gifted and who know this, because in the family, somewhere, somehow, there were people with ancestral gifts. If you do not take care of your responsibility to your ancestors, it's going to start manifesting on your children. At younger and younger ages, we are already seeing this. Why, you may ask? It is because of the current time that we're in. This time that we're in requires that we are one with our ancestors, that our ancestors are aligned fully with us, so that we can raise the vibrational frequency of this planet. We're not going to be able to do it by ourselves. So we can raise the vibrational frequency of this planet in order for us to topple all the things and institutions and people who have been holding Bhagwan to prison. Remember too that we need our ancestors energized and active. We need all the warrior spirits energized and active, because the war we are fighting is not just a physical war. And because we are confined by these human bodies, we are going to need to be in alliance with those who are already in the spiritual realm, where this war is currently being fought. Why do I say this? I say this because one of the things that was done when we were colonized is umlungu usitagatile, meaning to say umlungu found a way spiritually to separate us from our ancestors in such a way that it disabled them and disempowered them spiritually from being able to assist us so that they could conquer us. Now we are in a time where this new age that we are in is our time. But we're not going to do it alone. We are going to need those already spirits in the spiritual realm fighting this battle. They can do it and they will do it if we align with them. So, this is just a message I'm passing on. Please, if you can, show this to somebody who you know has kids already struggling with this ancestral gift when they are still very young. And it will only get worse. There are certain things that you can do to help your child, but you're not going to be able to help your child if you yourself are running away. You're not going to be able to help your child if you're not aligned, because the solutions that you're going to need to help your child will come from said ancestors. Remember also, we have ancestors for centuries. Many of you are stuck on your journeys because you believe that your ancestors are your grandmother, your great-grandmother, maybe your great-great-grandmother. Many of you have people showing up in your dreams that you don't recognize. It is so. You sense that they're related to you somehow, but you don't recognize them because of what they're wearing. It is not uncommon for someone from Southern Africa to suddenly dream of someone from Kenya, someone who is dressed in Maasai clothing, Mkulu in Maasai clothing. Not uncommon. It is not uncommon for somebody in Ghana to dream of an ancestor who's somewhere in the south who dresses like a Xhosa. Remember, we are centuries old. Bagwantu have been on this planet for billions of years, not hundreds. Hundreds is only what they can calculate and count. But we've been here since the beginning of the cosmos. So, I need you all to be aware of this, because this is not the time to play. Many ancestors are going to initiate their own kids in their own homes because kubi ngaphandle. The cleanup in the spiritual streets has already started. And in order to keep their children out of the fray, out of the muck and the horrible things that happen in initiation schools, a lot of the work is being done at home. That is why you need to look out for the signs. That is why you need to, when you know, and many of you have known for years that you're ancestrally called, the time to accept your calling is here. If ever you were waiting for any time, the time is now. So that you can help other family members, you can help your children. Your ancestors will teach you their ways of protecting, ways that they used to protect the home, to protect the family. It's coming to a point where you're not going to need to go to anybody to ask for muti to cleanse. They're going to show you how they want you to cleanse your family. The time is coming where you're not going to be asking people exactly how you phahla, because they're going to introduce themselves and they're going to show you the things that they want you and your family to use to phahla. Remember, you may not recognize the things they are asking you. You may be used to snuff, impepo, candle, water. But it could be that they will introduce other things depending on which ancestor is coming forward. So I hope I've delivered this message clearly. If there are any questions, you can write them under this. Whatever you do, please do not share your dreams under my videos. There are a lot of you who are doing that and you're not getting a response. You're very lucky if you're not getting blocked. I cannot emphasize to you how unsafe it is in the spiritual streets. And I'm not going to be held responsible for you. When I see you do that, I will block you. And like I said, you're lucky if I ignore you. Most times I'm deleting these things. But please don't make extra work for me. It's already a lot. Please. So I hope the message came through. If it applies, take it on. If it doesn't apply, please just move on. This is not a video for random comments. Ngiyacela. Masithokozeni.